What is up, gang? Thank you for checking out Sledgehammer TV today. It's Friday, July the 6th, 2018, and we've got your weekend wrestling update coming at you right now on the newest, fastest rising podcast in all of YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, and Podbean, baby. You know you love it. It's the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. Let's do it.
Sledgehammer Wrestling Show.
Rock and roll, hoochie coo. Rock and roll, hoochie coo. Lordy mama, light my fuse. Light my fuse. Rock and roll, hoochie coo. Rock and roll, hoochie coo. Lordy mama, light my fuse. Ba-dow, 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 ba-dow. Boom. All right, wrestling fans, thank you for joining me. My name is Nick Nightmare. Along with me, as always, is the best tag team a man could ever have. Thor, the Sledgehammer, the wrestling god of thunder, and the official Sledgehammer of the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. My little buddy and most trusted companion in the whole entire world, the world heavyweight champion of all the microphones in the universe, Blue the Snowball. Thank you guys for checking out the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show today as we kick off the weekend update with a little ditty. Now, I know when you heard me singing that song, one of two thoughts went through your mind. The first thought is, hey, I know that song, right? Or the second thought most likely would have been, what the fuck is this guy singing? What the hell is that? Now, if you're a little younger, that's probably what you're saying to yourself. But either thing that you thought to yourself, it is followed by the question, why is he singing this song? Well, I'm going to tell you why. I am singing that song because it was written by Rick Derringer. Now, I'm not going to call him the great Rick Derringer or the legendary rock and roll star Rick Derringer, and I'm not doing that out of disrespect. I'm doing that just based off of the man's catalog and the career that he has had. Now, why are we talking about Rick Derringer? Well, I'm going to explain to you guys right now. Some of you guys might have heard and know what's coming, but if you don't know, now you know. Consider yourself in the know. Rick Derringer is an American guitarist, vocalist, and Grammy Award-winning producer and entertainer. In the 1960s, as a member of the McCoys, he was lead vocals on the hit single, Hang On Sloopy. Now, if you're as old as I am, you know, hang on Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. Some of you younger guys might know that from movies, because they use these songs in movies because they're so friggin' old. And they were pretty much one-hit wonders, and we're going to get to that in a second. In 1974, he had a hit with Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, oh yeah, which I already sang to you. I will not kill you guys with another rendition again. He was also known to work extensively with the Edgar Winter Group, which I absolutely am a fan of, and Steely Dan, who I also enjoy, because I'm an old fuck. And if you don't know any of these bands, you should go check them out because they're friggin' great. They're classic Americana. They're great rock bands from the 60s and 70s. So they're not going to sound the modern sound like you're used to, but they were very good. They were good. Keep going on the history of Rick Derringer. Rick Derringer played lead on the well-known tracks in the 80s, most notably Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Heart, which was my mom's favorite song, and Air Supply's Making Love Out of Nothing at All, which is an absolute dumpster fire of a song. It's one of those 80s sappy-ass romance songs that you used to get on those, romance CD compilations and whatever. It's absolute bubblegum pop, I love you, you love me, and the world is great kind of shit, and we make love out of nothing at all. It's garbage. In this song contains his favorite guitar solo that he has ever recorded. This guy's recorded numerous guitar solos for many, many top recording artists. This is his favorite one, even though this song often appears on many, many, many worst ever songs lists. He also worked, bear with me, come on, get to the end, you know what's coming. He also worked with Weird Al Yankovic. Okay, producing Yankovic's Grammy Award-winning songs Eat It and Fat. Now, if that's on your resume, you're a fucking boner, because all you did there was re-record classic Michael Jackson songs. There's nothing original or cool about it outside of Weird Al Yankovic's parody lyrics of the song. So your contribution was just copying something that already exists. Fantastic. Good for you. You won a Grammy for something that Michael Jackson already won a Grammy for. Now let's get to the relevant information. I just needed to give you guys some backstory because I'm going to slam this guy with this hammer, and I need you to understand why. He also, most notably, out of everything that you've heard me list, worked with the World Wrestling Federation. And he penned the entrance songs for the immortal Hulk Hogan, hence the t-shirt, and the greatest tag team the WWE probably had back then, Demolition. 19 albums this goon has recorded. He's had maybe one big hit of his own that was not attached to some other band. Okay? His two most famous and well-known songs, he wrote for the WWE. Now we know why we're here. Because this guy, the guy who wrote and produced Real American, he wants to go and say he's happy with its success, but always thought Hulk Hogan's iconic entrance track deserved to be more legit than just a wrestler's theme song. This story is coming to us courtesy of my good buddy Ryan Satin at the Pro Wrestling Sheet. He reported on this yesterday. I was going to put this show up then, but I was just too tired after the day I had. So I'm doing it for you guys today because I have to talk about this. This is pissing me off. More legit? How much more legit do you get than being attached to the most recognizable face in the entire world? Hulk Hogan exists beyond the realm of professional wrestling. How can you say something like that? Real American on its own, if you detach it from Hulk Hogan, it's one of the most hokey songs you will ever hear. Sure, it's got an absolutely fantastic guitar riff, and it gives you that Rocky IV kind of vibe. You know how Rocky IV's music just kind of gets you pumped where you want to go work out or go punch somebody in the face? You know what I mean? Real American kind of has that to it. It can get you going if you know where it's from. To say that it deserved to be more legit than to be the song that accompanies the most probably famous person to ever come out of professional wrestling, that is an asinine thing to say. Your song wouldn't have achieved anywhere near the levels of what it did with Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Are you kidding me? What, did you think you were going to be the next fucking Bruce Springsteen with that song? You thought you wrote the next Born in the USA? Or did you think that Bruce beat you to it? What the hell, man? How could you say such stupidity like that? It gets even worse. Let's go to the official article. This is coming through the Pro Wrestling Sheet. He did an interview with Mel Magazine, Rick Derringer did. So let's take a look at what this ass bag has to say. Now, I don't mean this in any disrespect, but it's clear to me by the statements that you were about to hear me read that this man despises professional wrestling. Or at least when he looks at it, he doesn't see it as a true form of entertainment. He has no respect for the business. He has no respect for its talent. But he had no problem working for them back in the day. What does he look back at it as a youthful transgression? Maybe he shouldn't have done it. He was too young and stupid. Let's get to the story. Mel Magazine published an oral history on Real American and interviewed Rick Derringer. The musician talked about the song's origin and how he and his writing partner set out to record the most patriotic song of all time before it became the Hulkster's theme. Once Hulkamania kicked into full gear, the song became synonymous with the Hulkster. We all know that. And here's what he had to say, and I quote, "We were really happy about all that," Derringer explains, "but still, somewhere in the back of my mind, I thought, man, this song should somehow be more legit than just a wrestler's theme song. We wanted to write this fabulous patriotic song for all Americans. We saw it somehow on a different level than a wrestler's theme song. So in some ways, I was a little let down. What a douche. That changed for Rick Derringer in 2008. Get a load of this. When he found out Hillary Clinton used the song at a few rallies during the Democratic primary election. It's no commentary on Hillary, whether I like her or not, but we were excited because all of a sudden the song had become somehow a more legitimate song than just a wrestler's theme, he told the publication. Is he fucking serious? You think it gained more cred being attached to Hillary fucking Clinton than Hulk Hogan? That made you happier? That some middle-aged failure of a politician took your fucking song because she got it from watching Hulk Hogan, most likely. That's more proud? You're more proud of that? Are you fucking ridiculous right now? Let's finish this fucking article because it only gets worse. The song was then used by Newt Gingrich in 2012. Yeah, let's put that on the fucking credits. Newt Gingrich's theme song. That's so much more fucking credible, you fucking tool. That was probably loud. I apologize. During his run for the White House in 2012, President Barack Obama, when he unveiled his birth certificate to now President Donald Trump, used the song as well, which actually is pretty funny. You know, kudos to Barack Obama for doing that. But still, without Hulk Hogan, this song is nothing. This would have been a one-hit wonder, would have been probably looked at like the Electric Slide. You know how that song, it's like only at parties and shit like that? Real American. People would have only played it probably on the 4th of July. Are you fucking kidding me right now? This angers me so much. So much. To conclude this article, Derringer added, "We were very excited in general that it's a great wrestler's theme song, but that it's become almost a new national anthem in some way, in some points of view, and remains to be the most heard and recognized songs that has ever been released as a single." So there he is backtracking on his passive aggressiveness right now. Like, he's sitting here like, well, you know, we wanted it to be a big hit, and it just became some wrestler's theme song. It's not just a wrestler's theme song. It is the theme song to the childhood of almost 90% of Americans that grew up in the 80s and 90s. And then you could take a little subsection of the generation that was exposed to him for the first time in the 2000s upon his return, when he came back from the black and white of the Hollywood Hulk Hogan character and donned the red and yellow, and Real American was blazing on the speakers in every fucking arena all over the country in the year 2000 and beyond. You think that would have happened if it wasn't attached to Hulk Hogan, you fucking retard? These comments are fucking asinine. And it shows that he has no respect and he doesn't give a shit about professional wrestling. And it actually takes away from the song now. You gotta come out here and make your comments, oh, we wanted more than just a wrestler's theme song. You got more. You got what you wanted, fool. This is not just a wrestler's theme song. This is Hulk Hogan's theme song. Come on, dude. How fucking ridiculous can you get? This, obviously, as you can see, this pissed me off to no end. You know, they're sitting here talking shit about Real American. I actually enjoy the Demolition song way more. I still have that song on my playlist. Here comes the axe! Here comes the smasher! Right? So here are your two biggest singles you've ever fucking written. They're attached to professional wrestling, and you're gonna come over here and shit on professional wrestling because you don't view it the way you wanted the success of your song to be. Both of your songs, those songs, achieved the greatness that cannot be matched by many other songs. I'm willing to bet money that if you went to the average person on the street and sang a lyric from Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, they're not going to fucking know what you're talking about. But if you sang Real American, everybody knows that song. How could you want more than that? How could you want more than that? The entire fucking world knows almost 90% of the lyrics of that song. How dare you? You should be fucking ashamed of yourself for even saying such stupid things. That's why the hammer has come down right now on Rick Derringer. Thank you for ruining, to me at least, two of the greatest songs ever with your poor attitude and the way you look down on the world of professional wrestling, as if being known by billions of people throughout the world is not good enough for the song Real American. I rest my case. That's absolutely fucking ridiculous, and it pissed me off. Thank you guys for indulging me. I had to get this out. I had to get it out. You see how mad I got? I'm not just going to sit here and talk to the walls. That's why I have a wrestling show. This is something that is affecting one of the biggest legends of our industry. Whatever you feel about Hulk Hogan, whether you hate him right now still, which you shouldn't, you should be over it, it was ridiculous, or whether you still love him, just like you always probably will, this story has got to affect you. It has to make you think, man, how fucking dumb are people? How could you want more for a song than to be one of the most known songs in the whole entire world? You should be thanking professional wrestling, because without them, nobody would even know who you are. Nobody would know anything by you right now. But there are generations and generations of wrestling fans to come that are going to have access to the WWE network, that are going to hear your fucking song for the first time. How many artists can say that? Come on, man. Ridiculous. Thank you once again, you guys, for indulging me with this very special little tidbit. We got more coming at you this weekend. We're doing rapid fire videos all weekend long. We got a bunch of stories we want to talk about. We got coming at you later on today or possibly tomorrow, Eric Bischoff, the man and the genius behind WCW and the NWO from the 90s, doesn't get Brock Lesnar's title reign. And neither do I. And when you see what he's got to say, you are going to understand that Eric Bischoff is one of the smartest men in all of professional wrestling. He knows the score, and he feels exactly the way I do, which is most likely the way you do. And we are going to talk more about that on a future episode this weekend. We also have the biggest story of the weekend, in my opinion, as of right now, because nothing else bigger than this has dropped. The WWE is supposedly preparing themselves for the departure of the biggest face that company has had over the last 5 to 6 years. We're talking about Daniel Bryan. WWE going in and planning for life after Daniel Bryan. We are going to talk about that this weekend as well. Don't forget to be here. And one of the best ways you could not miss it is to be subscribed to the channel. Subscribe right now. Hit that fucking subscribe button with your sledgehammers at home, especially if you're just as mad at Rick Derringer as I am. If you didn't give a shit about this story, but you still stuck it out to the end because I'm an entertaining son of a bitch, then you deserve to be a member of the Sledgehammer Club, and all it takes is to smash that subscribe button. Ring that notification bell so that every episode this weekend will be dropped in your sub boxes and you will not miss a goddamn thing. And then, on this video, on any future videos, and on any videos you're going to watch after this, because I know you're going to click the annotations and check something out, because I got lots of great shit from the Raw review to the SmackDown review to all my special stories all week long. All you gotta do is smash the like button on everything you watch on the show. Make sure that I know that you're enjoying yourself by doing so, because I enjoy myself when I see those thumbs going up to the top. So take your sledgehammers again, bash that thumb. Don't bash your thumb, because it'll hurt, but bash the thumb that's on the screen that says, hey, like the Fonz, because I guess I am. I'm the Fonz of wrestling podcasts. Look at that. I love it. I love it. Maybe we're going to stick with that for a little while. Maybe not. I don't know. Let me know what you think, because I need you guys to use the comment section down below as well. Let me know what you think about your feelings about Rick Derringer. If you think I'm being a little over the line, I don't mind. Let me know what you think. Use that comment section. It is there for you guys. And then share this video with each and every one of your wrestling friends all over the wrestling world, especially if they're fans of the Hulkster, because I think they'll appreciate this and will probably jump on board just based off of that. Thank you guys all so very, very much for joining me here. My name is Nick Nightmare. This is the World Heavyweight Champion of all the microphones in all the world. He is Mr. Blue the Snowball. This is the only sledgehammer a man needs to bring the hammer down on the world of professional wrestling, and that is for the Sledgehammer, the wrestling god of thunder, the official sledgehammer of the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show, which you have been watching. Thank you for being here on Sledgehammer TV tonight. If you've been listening to us on our audio platforms, whether it's iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, or Spotify, make sure you like us on those platforms as well. Follow us if you can, and then get your ass to youtube.com/Sledgehammer TV. Subscribe today. Follow me on Twitter at Nick Nightmare is the handle. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/The Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. All of the places you need to go to keep in the know for the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. Look at that. I'm a fucking rhyming machine right now. That, my friends, is going to do it, and we are out of here, and we are going to see you all weekend long, so make sure you subscribe right here on the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. We will see you later.